How's it going, YouTube? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today in Market Watch we have some fluctuations with a lot of new reveals for old archetypes, new archetypes, but before we kick this off, my playmat, The Final Battle, is now available for pre-order. There are only 100 limited edition copies for this playmat, so I can already tell you that after one day of being live, it's almost out of stock. So if you do want to get it, head over to galzo.shop. This is my website, it's in the description below as well. Also, you can use code GALZO5 as an exclusive week 1 offer to get 5% off the playmat. If you like my content, this is the absolute best way to support my channel, and let's kick this off. If you want 5% off any single or sealed product, head over to tier0games.com and use code GALZO5 at checkout. So, first things first, we have Therion King Regulus going up pretty steadily. We see here a market price of almost $50. I think right now, when you're looking at Super Heavy Samurai coming into the next format, you're seeing a lot of builds, and we're going to talk about a few of those cards that are prominent in those builds of Super Heavy Samurai, running a lot of Earth Machine power. Of course, Super Heavy Samurai are Earth Machines themselves, and they have like a whole strategy behind them where they can search this to add another negate to an already insane board. So this is like a very good end piece to the board, and after being quite low at like 37 a few months back, now it's gaining popularity back up again, even though we do have reprints of this in the horizon, but that's only going to be in the tins, which is a few ways away. Altergeist Multifaker, we just got some reveals of new Altergeist cards that are actually really good. So the high rarity version of Multifaker, it's funny that there's no like chase rarity of any Altergeist card, not even an ultimate rare, but you can see that Multifaker is doing some business here. Of course, this is like, if you're not familiar with the deck, this is the main monster of the deck. This is the combo starter. So this is the Prismatic Secret from the 2019 tins, and it's coming up to $1 at market price. It did get a reprint recently in Maximum Gold El Dorado, I think. The whole package got a reprint before Brothers of Legend. But yeah, if you do consider playing Altergeist in the future, you might want to pick these up early. Then we have another card that we talked about a lot on the channel recently, which is Nadir Servant, that's actually not moving at all. Not at all. And that's good, because you as branded players might want to pick up copies of this card. It's like less than $6 at the moment. This card probably will see some sort of play in Cyberstorm Access format with Quem, which is a Dogmatika monster. It's already seeing play right now, if you saw my latest video on Nadir Servant. So yeah. Nadir Servant, pretty steady at around $5-6, and we got another hand trap that is also might gonna be popular next format, and that's Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Of course, this card did get common reprints in, I think Albaz Strike for sure, maybe other common reprints as well, but it is showing some increase because this card is pretty good against Super Heavy Samurai. It's not the best, but it is something that is probably going to see some sort of play in Cyberstorm Access format, and it's coming up to $3 almost for the new Prismatic Tin rarity, which was released a few months ago. So I think that Ghost Ogre is something that, of course, you can get the commons, but if you do want to invest for a shiny new hand trap, this might be the time to do that, because this might actually come up a little bit. Then we have some obscure things here. We have Gazelle, the mythical, king of the mythical beasts. And if you don't know why this is here, it's because we just got the full reveal, almost the full reveal, of Duelist Nexus, which is the next set in the OCG. The next core set after Cyberstorm Access. And within it, Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually got a new monster type, which is called Illusionist, but also legacy support for Gazelle, the king of mythical beasts, and obviously Bephomet and Chimera, which we're going to talk about as well. This is the only hollow printing of this card. This is an ultra rare, and it's coming up to $4. This card actually remained steadily at a pretty high price, but now it's probably going to go up because this is the only hollow printing of this card. And if you do want to play that deck in the future, which is seeming pretty cool at the moment, you might want to pick this up at some point, even though there's obviously like super cheap common versions. But you know, if you want to pimp it out, same thing with Bephomet. This is again from Yugi's World Legendary Collection 3, and it's seeing a small increase now, around $50. And this is the super rare version, again the only holo print of this card. So if you don't know, they have a card in the new set that actually summons the Bephomet and the Gazelle directly from the deck. So you do probably play both of them. You can make Chimera, the actual Guardian Chimera, afterwards, so you want bodies on the field. And then the last piece of the puzzle is Chimera, the flying mythical beast. And you see this little jump here. Yeah, almost $1. Super rare, again from Legendary Collection 3 Yugi's World. I don't know if it's actually going to see play like this fusion specifically, but again, the whole archetype is based around the Phantom Beasts, and yeah, this is going to be a part of it, so keep an eye out for that. We're just like one day after the reveal, so prices might actually increase. Wait, only 32% of you are subscribed? Come on guys, leave a thumbs up on the video if you're enjoying this, and subscribe to support the channel. Gamma from Toon Chaos is almost $4 for a rare. This is kind of crazy for me to think about. I think that this is going to be a popular hand trap, especially if you want to play Super Heavy Samurai. This really protects the early stages of the combo really, really well. And I'm actually pretty surprised to see a card like Gamma that's seen a lot of reprints up until now, sitting at, you know, $3 for the normal rare version. I think there's also a maximum gold version of this card, which is interesting. Cartesia is actually seeing a bit of a dip at the moment. I think that less than $40, this card was around 55 or like 50 at its highest. And now it's seeing a little bit of a dip, I think, because of Branded's recent performance. It's a bit bought out at the moment, which is funny. But I think, again, considering Branded is getting more support in the next set, this card is still going to remain playable. This is one of the best cards in the deck by far. And yeah, it's sort of like at a low right now. It came up for 25, but it's not going to go much lower than that, I would assume. And then back to some Super Heavy Samurai combo shenanigans. I think that XX Saber Gothams, you can see this little spike up in price a few days ago. It's a pretty essential part for the hand loop combo that this deck can do. And this is a secret from the 2009 collector tins. There are other versions as well, but seemingly this is seeing a bit of a spike because this essentially you contribute it, discard a card from your opponent's hand, then you can bring it back with something like Vernisylph of the Flourishing Hills, which is just climbing up a bit. This is an ultra from Power of the Elements, part of the Vernisylph our archetype, and it's sitting around $3 right now, which is actually really good because this card, I think you play it at 1 in the hand loop version. So yeah, this is still sitting pretty cheap. And then lastly, we have Santa Claus. If you don't know what this card does, this is a kaiju in defense position, non-once per turn. During your end phase, which is basically your opponent draws a card in the end phase, basically. If summoned this way once during the end phase, draw a card, right? So this is the common version, and it's getting really bought out at the moment. Branded is playing it. A lot of other decks are picking up on it because it's not once per turn. Low attack, contribute over Ibli. So I picked these up a few weeks ago, and look at the climb from at the beginning of April from $1 to $5. So times 5 the price, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, so this has been the Market Watch for today. Last time I did Market Watch, you guys seemed to really enjoy it, so I'm going to try to do those a bit more frequent. And again, the best way that you can support my channel if you like my content is pick up my new playmat, limited edition. Might already be selling out pretty quickly. I can tell you there's only like around 40 units left out of the 100. During the first day we sold 60, which is really I'm just baffled and really humbled, and I really want to thank you guys for the awesome support. But again, if you do want to pick this up, use code GALZO5 so you can get 5% off my new playmat as long as it's in stock. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.